Wondering what happened in Huron County's real estate market this February? With steady trends and a calm pace, it might not have been a month of surprises, but that doesn't mean that there aren't important insights to uncover. In this update, we're going to take a look at what's happening with prices, inventories, and buyer activity in our local market. Plus, I'm going to share some tips for both buyers and sellers as we head into the spring market, especially for those buyers who are waiting for rates to drop even more and why acting now might be more beneficial than you think. Stay tuned for the full breakdown. All right, I want to ensure that we get a glimpse into January's market data in this video as well, since I didn't have a clear picture last month. The learning curve is almost over, but I am able to provide you more reliable information from Habitat this month. Let's start with understanding the market we're currently in and how it affects you as a buyer or a seller. In February, there were 6.1 months of supply available in Huron County. This keeps us in a buyer's market zone with a fairly steady pace. But what does that really mean? Months of supply tells us how long it would take to sell all the homes on the market based on the average sales rate. When there are 4 to 6 months of inventory, the market is considered balanced. If inventory is under 4 months, it's a tighter market, which can drive prices up. And over 6 months of supply means more options for buyers, which can drive prices down. How does this compare to January's numbers? It's a significant decrease from 9.6 months of supply in January, and this drop isn't surprising given the brutal winter we had and the leftover listings from last year. It's a positive sign of reduced inventory as the spring market picks up. However, I wouldn't jump to conclusions just yet because this could just be part of the usual seasonal shift. It's still worth noting though, given the larger global changes happening around us. The average price for a home in Huron County is around $523,000. Keep in mind, again, this figure includes rural properties and lower priced condos, and with a smaller sample size of 44 sales in February, the number can be influenced by a variety of factors. This price is down 15% compared to last year and down 20% compared to January. While it might seem like prices have dropped, I believe this could be due to carryover from the end of last year and possibly higher priced properties like farms or rural properties that could have driven these prices up in January. It's also worth noting that February had 11 fewer sales than January, which could further affect that average price. Now let's talk about how long it's taken for properties to sell. On average in February, it took 99 days for a property in Huron County to sell. That's up from 94 days last month and significantly higher than February 2024, where it took just 68 days. So if you're planning to sell, be prepared for your property to potentially sit on the market a bit longer. That being said, don't be alarmed. It doesn't mean that your property won't sell quickly. With the right marketing strategy, you could still get really great results. Here's a tip for sellers. If your property sits through the wet season, ask your realtor if they plan to update your listing photos once the grass turns green. A fresh set of photos in a month or so can help attract new buyers as they enter into the spring market and we're kicked in full gear. If you're thinking about buying soon, mortgage rates are currently ranging between 4.29 and 4.95. Depending on whether you're going to go fixed or variable and whether you're working with a bank or an alternative lender. We recently saw a 25 basis point reduction in rates as the Bank of Canada works to support the economic growth and manage inflation. For those with variable rates, this is great news. It means your monthly payments are going to be lower. And while fixed rates didn't change this time on March 12th, this could signal potential adjustments down the line. If you're looking for mortgage advice, we do have an in-house team called Guiding Star Mortgage Group, powered by Dominion Lending Center, ready to provide you pre-approvals within 24 hours of receiving your documentation. Okay, let's take a moment to connect these numbers with what they really mean for you as a buyer or a seller. On the ground, we're already seeing more showings and a bit more action at open houses. And I'm confident that we're past the worst of this winter. And as the weather warms up, we are seeing an uptick of buyer interest. As for the recent rate change on March 12th caused by the Bank of Canada's efforts to address the U.S. tariff situation, inflation, and deal with this slow economic growth, we haven't seen its full impact on our market yet. I don't expect any drastic changes in affordability just yet. It could lead to increased buyer demand or encourage others to re-enter the market, so that could be a positive sign here. I will be honest, it is a confusing time with all the global factors at play, but it is crucial to stay informed with the professional buyer side. Given the potential for another rate cut in April, buyers are going to see some new opportunities. If you're waiting for rates to drop before getting pre-approved, here is why you should consider acting right now. Getting pre-approved today gives you a solid understanding of your finances and positions you well for the spring market. So if rates do drop, then you're already going to be taking advantage with your broker locking in that rate for 90 to 120 days. By getting ahead of the crowd, you're going to be in a strong position when that ideal property hits the market. For sellers, February sale price ratio held steady at 97%. The number of sales did increase month over month, and we're seeing properties move, especially those under $600,000. If your home falls into that category, I do recommend reaching out for an updated real estate investment portfolio that is going to help you understand your best move for the year. As I always tell you, the bottom line is whether you're thinking of buying or selling, your situation is always unique to you, and a general market update should be considered as just one tiny puzzle piece. If you're interested in a personalized real estate investment portfolio for your home, or you're looking to buy and want to explore where the hidden opportunities will lie, I am here to help. You can request a free no obligation market evaluation or book a call with me, and let's have a no pressure conversation about your options. I'm always here to give you the straight facts so that you can make the best decisions based on your personal situation. If you think this is going to be helpful, I want you to click the link below or feel free to check out my other videos. I'll be back next month with an updated report.